So we're going to try and start another flint and steel fire. I got my steel, I got a piece of stone here. My tinder bundle or bird's nest is just some old spruce branches wrapped around, and I got some pine needles, some poplar bark in there, and some birch bark. We'll see if that works. First things first, try to get a piece of char cloth on fire. There's one in here. I didn't ever get great luck with it the last time I tried it. I had to end up doing it kind of ass backwards. We'll see what we can do here. See, you hold it on top there, strike down, and hopefully the sparks will fly into the char cloth. Without destroying it. Well, you can see I'm getting lots of sparks. Ow. Put this spark. Sparks are landing on it, it's just not. If I try it the way I got it going the other day, where striking the steel on the ground with it. Oh. He's just not catching. That must be part of the batch of char cloth that I tried before and it didn't work. So I think I got some new stuff in here. I think. Let's see if I can get a piece out without. So this stuff I made the other day out of a face cloth. 99-cent face cloth. Justin Wolf said it's pretty good stuff. We'll see how it is at taking a spark. Oh. Oh, there we go. Gently. You can see it's glowing pretty good. So let's try this old tinder bundle here. See if we can get something going. I got some kindling here to get going. We'll tuck this into the inside. Gently, gently. Oh, ow, that's hot. Wrap it around a little bit. Go. Put some of the little stuff on there. Keep working. Ah. A little more air. that's... Oops. Took my thing. That's bloody well going, eh? Find my flint and steel. The thing I kept. Oh. I don't want to get a real big fire going. Because as you see, I stretched out the flap and put it overhead. Let's test. Well, it's hot up there, but it's not blisteringly hot. So I'll just take care of how much I put in there. So, that was my first on video Flint and Steel fire. And that new char cloth that I tried there, made out of washcloth or a wash rag or a face cloth, worked really good. And thanks to Justin Wolf for that. Career Wolf, that's his YouTube handle. Check him out. He's got great videos. Yeah, that's Career Wolf on YouTube. So I'm gonna get this thing going here. Gonna dry off a little bit. Then make some coffee, and then I make some supper. So stay tuned. Thanks for dropping by. If you're interested in knowing what I have in my little bit of fire kit here, a small bag of char cloth. I got a ferrocerium rod, a striker, which may or may not work. Oh, this way, dum-dum. I got some matches, the windproof, waterproof ones, and a striker in there. Of course, the ubiquitous Bic lighter. In this little sack here, I got a 6x magnifying glass. And that may be my next thing, to try to start a fire with that. I have a little folding knife that has a hacksaw and a razor blade, in case I have to process some tinder. And then I got a bag of various tinder. I think there's cotton with Vaseline. There's some store-bought tinder quicks there like that. A tampon. This stuff here, what do you call this stuff? Quick fire? Wet fire. Wet fire's in there. I got another one here. So I got lots of tinder, although I like to practice with natural tinder. I got a, whatever you call these things, Fresnel magnifier, yet to be tested out. And then I got my little tin there that I make char cloth in, and in there is my striker, my steel, not a striker, steel. I got some stones to make sparks, and I also have a pencil sharpener in there for making tinder with a piece of wood like this, maybe. And you see, you get really fine little pieces of wood that'll catch a spark. With a ferro rod anyway, I don't know about the steel. So that's what I carry in my fire kit, and of course I watch lots of videos on YouTube to figure out what are the best things to have, and this is what I came up with. I keep it in this Maxpedition pouch, which is waterproof, I think. Anyway, yeah, pretty proud of myself. So, put this back in here. Oh, I didn't put the pencil sharpener in there. It goes in here if it can fit, and I think it will. All this tinder goes in the back pouch here, along with the Fresnel lens. just to keep a wet fire that's kind of kicking around. Then on these loops there, I'll put my Bic lighter, put my matches and striker under there. A piece of char cloth just sits there. Ferrocerium rod and striker. I'll zip in there. Magnifying glass. And behind this elastic and this little hacksaw blade, razor blade will fit in there. Oh, I have another little thing with a this is a Tinder Quick made by Coughlin's, I think, and this is a Surefire thing made by the Pathfinder School and Dave Canterbury and that gang. So that's about it. I'm gonna have to squeeze it together a little bit. And zip it up. Yeah, I carry it in my haversack. I either carry it inside, or if I get too much stuff inside, I'll attach it with this carabiner to an outside strap. Which is the same thing I do with my little other pouch there. It's like my EDC pouch. Not as fire, it's got some tools and stuff like that. Maybe I'll cover that in another video. You can see there's a Fresnel lens in there too. But it was a damp day here in PEI, and that fire is sure doing its work there. Keeping the mosquitoes away and drying out some stuff. So I'm going to have a cool and refreshing ale and contemplate what I'm going to do next. Stay tuned! I just put my pot in the fire with some water on it to either have a beverage or something to eat. I keep that pot in this thing here, and inside the pot goes this bag full of coffee and sugar and sweetener, and I think there might be a cup of soup in there, and maybe an apple cider, stuff like that. And then this folding cup goes on top of it, and it all stores in there. And I have this little thing here. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. This it goes on the edge. If you're going to drink out of the hot cup, you put this on the edge. It's made out of silicone, so you don't burn your lips off when it's really, really hot. And I can't remember where I got these. I got 2 of them. But they're called duck lips. I guess because they look like duck lips or a beak or something. But it saves you from burning your lips on your kettle when you take it out, or your pot, sorry, when you take it out. Inexpensive but handy. Yep. Feels good. I don't know if there's enough light to actually see me or anything like that, but being out in the woods like this, even though we're thousands and thousands of miles away from Israel and Gaza, and about the same to the Ukraine, where all the madness is going on there, and basically anywhere in the Middle East, it still feels good to actually get away from the house and sit in front of a fire, and you get a stick and you poke it, and that's one of the most satisfying things I can do, that I think of, is being around a campfire. If you got some friends, all the better. If you got some friends of the opposite sex, all the more better. Yeah, but be careful taking your clothes off around here, because the insects and the mosquitoes and black flies will probably bite you into your special spot, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to enjoy here. It stopped raining. I think mostly now it's just dripping off the trees. And I think I have a cat on top of my roof here. Is that you, Jeff? Maybe it's the three-handed raccoon, which I haven't seen in a while. Stand by. There, that was easy. I jammed in another stick. I just cut down it's a little poplar live. I was trying to find something dead, but this was the best I could find. And I jammed it in under the cross piece there. Because if you remember last winter, with all the snow we had, it kind of bowed down quite a bit. So I don't know if I have to put one in further, like halfway, or will that do the job? The thing is, I made this shelter out of, well, there's 2 live trees, but all the cross members and beams, stuff like that, were live too. They're alders and poplar. And of course, since they're still green and stuff like that, they bent, and that's what caved in the top of the shelter. But it's looking pretty good. I got a cat on a hot plastic roof. Hey Ben, Jeff, what are you doing up there? There's no mice up there, is there? Yeah. Anyway, back to sitting, enjoying the fire, and having a refreshing Christweiser. Jeff has climbed a tree. Is there any mice up there? I think you seem to like high ground. Are you a mountaineer cat? A saber-toothed tiger. Sounds like a bit of a vortex going on under there. Nice little fire. I have a Mountain House entree, serves 2 lasagna with meat sauce. And it's getting pretty close if it's not expired already. So I'm going to mix that up. I'm not really hungry right now. I ripped the top off. This you got to take out. Don't eat it. I wonder if it'll burn though. Probably give off noxious gases. Anyway, I put my water back in to boil. And once it gets back up, I'll put in 2 cups, which is, I believe it's a 500 milliliter tin, so I just pour the whole thing in. I don't really feel like a coffee or anything like that, since I got some Christweisers. Where there be steam, there be boiling water, by the gumption. Get out. Ooh. I need my custom-made lid stick. Oh, that's hot. Now, would you let go? Don't let go then. So, let's see. Luckily I have. There it is, I'm sitting on it. I keep this rag out here. So, I'm going to pour in all of it. Hoping that it's the right amount. I say that's 2 cups. Well, then again, it might be more. Anyway, so it might be soupy. I'll just sterilize this stick in the fire. Alright, that's okay. Yeah, it looks kind of soupy. But then again, it's dehydrated, so the noodles and stuff will eventually suck up some of that moisture. So you give it a good thing. It smells pretty good, actually, for something that's probably full of chemicals and shice. But like I said, I had it and was getting nearer to expiry, so I figured it's about time. Too hot for you, eh? So after you mix it up, there's a Ziploc thing at the top. You seal that, and then you wait. Let's see what it says to wait. If I can read this. My arms are long enough, and the light is good enough. Stir theory, let's stand 5 to 9 minutes. Well, let me tell you, 10 to 15 is probably it's probably good enough too, because it'll keep the heat in there with all the Ziploc on top. And so that's pretty good. Oh, look who showed up! That's Ben. Ben's been a lot of the time out today up at the neighbor's house. The guys were working on the roof, and I went up there to the edge of this tree line, and I seen him. I yelled at him, and I said, "Come on!" And he didn't come. So he's having a great time up there, I guess. But I'm back here now, Ben. Why don't you hang? You say, Ben? You want to get close to the fire and dry off? I don't think so, eh? You're gonna find a nice piece of wood to chew on, eh? Yeah. Half lab, half boxer, half Rottweiler, half shepherd, half beaver. It's good stuff, eh? Should make you some soup out of that. Well, the lasagna meat sauce turned out pretty good. I don't know if I put too much water in or not, but it's been at least 20 minutes since I made it, and it's still nice and hot. Want some, Ben? Arr. Here, lick off the spoon, Jeff. Okay. I will. Take my hat off. What am I thinking? It is really good, actually. Probably has 18 times the daily recommended dosage of salt. And this packet is a 2 serving. And between me and Ben, we're going to eat it all, aren't we? You probably had enough watching me eat.